I said I was gonna give y'all 5. However, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. Today I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. Number 6. Hey y'all. So, first of all, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Today's Saturday. It is almost May. It's almost May. So, we are dang near halfway through the year, the calendar year. So I hope everything's working out for you guys and everything's on the up and up. You already know what the video is gonna be about, judging by the title. So I ain't gonna go all into that. But 5 points, 5 reasons why we all, myself included, keeps getting distracted. Number 1, escapism. It is so easy. It is so easy to want to take your mind off of whatever it is that you're dealing with in the present time. If you do not like a situation that you're currently in and that you are currently a part of, it is so easy to do other things to where you don't even have to pay attention to what's going on. How do we do that? Simple. We do nothing. We do nothing that pertains to the things that we're supposed to do. If you're supposed to be doing homework, you might be out here taking a walk, or you might be on Netflix, you might be scrolling through social media, or you might be on the phone with friends, texting, Facebooking it up, taking a drive, going shopping. You can even do simple stuff like daydreaming. Daydreaming is a form of escapism. It's just so you won't have to think about or be a part of whatever it is that you just don't want to be a part of. And at some point, we definitely have all done it, or we all do it, myself included. But how does that help? How does that realistically help us or aid us or help? How does that help change our situation? It really doesn't. Because eventually you got to come back to it again. Eventually you gotta participate in whatever situation you really need to be dealing with. So at the end of the day, escaping it's a temporary fix, but eventually you're gonna have to come back to reality. So what can you do besides escape? You can talk through it. You can go to therapy. You can phone a friend, write down whatever problems that you're having, and really try to figure out what's the best way to deal with it. I do not know where I'm going. Dang. I knew I was gonna get myself to where I need to be. I always do. Number 2, comparison. The quote goes, comparison is the thief of joy. And that is so true. When you think about what it is that another person has or what another person does, I mean, yeah, we all can aspire to having something different or more or greater. You can aspire to be at your very best. But if you are, let's say, if you're a teacher at a middle school and you teach first graders, but you aspire to be a college professor, and what's stopping you from being at the position that you're at versus what it is that you want to be at is classes or the knowledge of the person who you need to talk to. If that's what is holding you back from the position that you want to be in, you just got to be cool with where it is that you're at and work to that. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna have your moments and you like, yo, I'm over it. I'm sick of this. Done. Finito. Finished. But you're gonna have the moments. Oh yes. I bear witness, you are going to have those moments. But use the time that you're in. Use the time, use the position that you're in to really hone your craft of being a teacher in all facets. Maybe dealing with smaller children can help you get prepared to teach adults. What is it that you need to learn, or that you can, what skills can you acquire in the meantime, instead of just wasting time wishing, hoping, and praying that you were in a different position. Like I said, it sucks when you're not in the position that you want to be. However, Think about the people that can't even get a teaching job because they don't even have the qualifications that you have, or they don't have the skills or the wisdom that you already have. Just keep that in mind. Number 3, you don't know where you're going, but be okay with not knowing where you're going. Be okay with the journey. It's like when I was just trying to find my way to the highway, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm going, but I think this way seems logical. I did have to pull out the GPS, but other than that, I'm like, all right, let me think. I know I need to go that way. I need to go east. I know if I take this highway, it's gonna take me west. So I know logically that don't make sense. But if I keep going, I'm probably going to get to where I need to be. Something's gonna look familiar, and if it doesn't, fuck it, we ball. Cause where else do we have to be right now? If all else fails, all I gotta do is pull over. I can use the GPS, or I can ask somebody. The fear of the unknown, a lot of times, is what keeps us behind. You don't know where you're going, and it stresses you the heck out. I get it. Because as many times as you mess up, you don't want to start all over again. Again? I gotta do this again. Sometimes, yeah, again. Again. One more time. Twice, thrice, or twice. I don't know. But it be like that sometimes. And you gotta be okay with that. You have to be okay with not knowing what's going to be on the other side of whatever decision that you decide to make. Come to, what is the word? Have an acceptance of not knowing. Just accept it. And go into it. Just go into it. Just free falling that shit. Free falling it. Because why not? What else? What else could you possibly be doing? Because even if you stay in the same position, that's another chance that you're willing to take that you're going to be the exact same. Would you rather take a chance at not knowing and something good could happen, or bad, or not as favorable? Or would you know that this thing that you've been doing has been working out, but now you're not going to get anywhere else because you've been doing the same thing? That's with you. That's up to you. I don't know. What could you do? I want to say have a backup plan, but understand that everything that you do, you can always do something different if it don't work out. And that's okay. You got time. Woo! Number 4. What you do, what you always do, and continue to always do, will be what will continue to have you in that. It's a lot of continuing. Will have you in that same position until you decide to change something. If you are used to running a race, running a mile, let's put that. If you're used to running a mile in 20 minutes, you know how fast you need to go to get from a quarter mile to a half mile, from a half mile to a 3/4 mile, from 3/4 to a whole mile. If you know exactly what you need to do to get to each section of that mile, and you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, you can't sit there and wonder, why am I not getting any quicker? You're not getting. Did I miss my exit? No, I don't think so. Okay, no, I didn't. You cannot wonder why you have not gotten any quicker if your goal is to get down to 15 minutes. If you are consistently pacing yourself to the previous time that you've been using, even though you feel like your body is trying to make you go faster, you hold yourself back. You're still holding yourself back. When you literally could just pick up the pace a little bit more. Your goal should be, I'm gonna get faster every day or every other day. If I can shave off 10 seconds, fine. If I can shave off a couple of minutes, fine. Maybe I won't get to that goal within 6 months. It might take me a little bit longer, but the goal is this. The goal is this. But if you keep falling short, figure out why you keep falling short. That habit that you have of not eating properly and it's slowing you a little bit down, That's another reason. The habit of not waking up early and now your body's feeling sluggish because you decided to eat too quickly before you're supposed to go out and run. You need to fix that. Or maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should be eating a little bit more because you know halfway through you start getting tired. Maybe you just need to switch up your diet. Maybe you need to get a little bit more rest. Maybe you need to stretch a little bit more. Maybe you should go seek out some guidance. Maybe you should go, instead of having the habit of running by yourself, maybe you should get a buddy, a running partner. There are different things that you can do within anything that you have going on in your life. Your habits are your habits are potentially what are holding you back, and you don't even know it. Or maybe you do know it. You just decide, fuck it, I'm a ball. But no, because you're not gonna reach your goal like that. Or maybe you have spending habits. Maybe you have spending habits. I've been working on mine. Don't judge or judge. That's fine. Maybe you have spending habits and you're trying to figure out where are your money going to. Okay, now keep a list. What all have I bought in the past month, 2 months, 6 months? Whatever you consistently do is what you'll keep doing until you understand what it is that you need to change. Which falls into the next one, being unwilling to change. You know, like I already said, you know what to do and you choosing not to, that's on you. You can't get mad at nobody else because you ain't got what it is that you need or you're not where you want to be. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is, like, at some point you got to be the one to say, you know what, it's me. It's me. And that is a very uncomfortable conversation that you have to have with yourself. That is a very uncomfortable conversation because you're just like, am I the problem? Is it me? Am I the issue? No, it couldn't be me. Couldn't be. No. Yeah, buddy, it is. Yes, it is. Think about what is holding. Why are you unwilling to change? The last time you changed, did something go bad? Did something go wrong? And you were just like, you know what? I knew I should have just did what I was doing. If I was just doing what I did before, I wouldn't have this problem. No, you wouldn't have that problem, but you haven't grown. You haven't grown. Do you not see that as an issue? Is the lack of growth not an issue for you? For me, it is. And I'm going the wrong way. The lack of growth is very much an issue for me. I don't like the fact that I might go through a certain amount of time and I don't see a certain change that I would have liked in certain areas of my life. I'm just not okay with that. It's not okay. That's just me though. I can't think for anybody else. Be willing to change. I promise it ain't that bad. I promise it ain't. And it don't have to be major changes. Sometimes minor changes helps. And it helps you gain the momentum for you to have bigger changes. But sometimes you're going to have to make them big changes. Sometimes you're just going to have to be all in. Because if you don't, there are certain things that you won't be able to do. And it's not going to be just, oh, I'm going to do this little thing or that little thing or this small change. No, sometimes you're going to have to make that big ass change that you was not prepared to do. And sometimes sometimes it may just save your life. I don't want to be like, I don't want to say like everything is like super drastic or dramatic because it's not. However, there are certain things to where if your doctor say you need to make this change today, make that change today. Mentally start preparing yourself for what it is that you're going to have to do. But if you're used to making changes, it makes it a little bit easier for you. Because now you're used to, all right, now I know when I had to do this differently, this applies. The same mental strength that I had to use to make this change, I have to do it right here. And no, it ain't going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to fall by the wayside. You're going to backslide. But, you know, you got to do what you can. Do what you can. I know I said I was going to give y'all 5. However, I'm going to give y'all a bonus. Today, I'm going to give y'all a bonus. Number 6. As a bonus, you are just not serious about what it is that you say that you want. You're just not serious. Because if you were, would you still be doing the same thing over and over again? No, you wouldn't. If you knew, would you still do? If you knew, would you still do? Is what you saying that you really want you want? Or is it just like, oh, it just sounds good on paper? I think I would just write it down, fold it up, origami style, paper swan, never get back to it, because it just looks good on paper. It looks good. It looks way more better than me actually doing that thing or having that thing. Think about that. Does me having what it is that I want or achieving what I want, does it just sound better to say it more than I actually can obtain it? Why am I so scared to actually have it? We gotta think about it. Alright, but that's all. That's it. I ain't want to talk your head off today. I'm about to go in the store real quick. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all got anything that y'all want to add, let me know. Share it in the comments, amongst yourselves, and I'll read it as well, of course. But yeah, if there's anything y'all want to add, feel free to. Anything that I missed, I'm pretty sure I just wanted to do a quick little 5 real quick. But yeah, I hope that helped. Hopefully y'all got some type of something out of it. Let me know what y'all think. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah! Stop. You see me trying to park. I ain't getting my spot. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, that's all I want to say.